Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the fourth and final episode of this Cool or Cancelled marathon. And so if you guys have watched this whole thing, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. It means a lot. And if you guys like my content, I would love if you consider subscribing, because we're pretty close to 100 and I would love to hit that number soon. Without further ado, let's do Cool or Cancelled, where I give a pass-fail grade to different Sasuke tournaments, and today we're doing the last batch of tournaments, Sasuke 31 to 39. Sasuke 31 is straight up cancelled. It has two good moments: Yusuke's Kanzen, Kano clearing the crazy cliffhanger. I just don't care about the rest personally, and even then the course got pretty boring to me because the course is pretty much unchanged. The music box was there. That was a interesting obstacle, but I'm not gonna pretend it is something amazing or one of my favorites. Yeah, it just was mediocre to me, and without the Kanzen, I mean, even with the Kanzen I think it's mediocre, but without the Kanzen it would have been worse. So, cancelled. Sasuke 32 was cancelled. It's not as bad as other people think, but it is still mediocre. It was a mediocre renewal. It had mediocre results and boring competitors in my opinion. And then Nagano retired, but even then Nagano's retirement was just totally glossed over until the end of stage 1 and then the very end of the tournament. The Navi, where they showed everything, made it even better. However, as I said before, something should not be making Sasuke tournaments better. The Sasuke tournament on its own should just be good, and this was not. I don't want to waste time talking about it. Also, Brent Stephenson. Moving on. Sasuke 33, awful. Flying Bar Massacre. Need I say more? Sasuke 34 is also cancelled, but I guess Jesse Graff did good, so there's that. So honestly, Jesse pretty much carried the tournament for me. The course at this rate had gotten really boring to me, and I was just waiting for an overhaul at this rate, but I knew that it wasn't going to happen until we got a Kanzen. So, Sasuke 35, cool. I'm actually very, very surprised about that one, because I was like, okay, you're going to spice up the course right now? I love that. And so we actually saw some necessary changes that made Sasuke much more enjoyable to watch in general. The Dragon Glider was a good addition. The rest bar between the cliffhanger and the vertical limit was 100% needed. And we got our first look at the new final stage, which is my favorite final stage, arguably. I don't know, it's in the top 2 for sure. I'm still deciding. But just a fun tournament and definitely brought some life back into Sasuke. Do I think it's elite? No. But it's still a good tournament, and it's reliably good TV. Sasuke 36 is cool, and I will go as far as to say yeah, it is a pretty much elite tournament. We got the comeback of Yuji and Ryo. We got them on stage 3. We had Tada and Araki break out on stage 3 as well. Stage 3 is really where all the magic happened. Don't get me wrong, it was still very refreshing to see this new stage 1, which we had only had for 35. But stage 3 gave us so many good moments that I could not even believe what I was seeing. The one-handed save by Ryo on the cliffhanger alone. Oh my gosh. And then the live final stage was incredibly fun. And I do think that Yusuke would have had it had the rope not been blowing because of the wind. Literally, had he not lost those 2 seconds because of the wind, he would have Kanzened live and fireworks would have gone off. That would have been so much cooler. But still a great tournament nonetheless. Sasuke 37, I'm also going to say, is cool, which I cannot believe I'm saying. I said it before, I'll say it again. The biggest thing that a Sasuke tournament needs to do in order to be cool is to hit me emotionally, make me feel something. And Sasuke 37 is the emotional roller coaster in all of Ninja in general. With the rain kind of souring some of the results, like Yusuke's specifically, this tournament felt hopeless. I came into that tournament super excited thinking Yuji's gonna body this course, and there's so many great international competitors from around the world, and I've been following their shows so I know what they're capable of. So I was super duper hyped. And then the rain destroys that. Ali Hay, Ashlyn Herbert, Gil Morantz, Yusuke Morimoto, gone on stage 1. Jamie Ron gone on stage 1. I was stunned. Stage 2 being broken wasn't that fun. It was a boring stage 2. But when Tada and Renee broke out on stage 3, even if it was a nerf stage 3, I don't care. We actually got some good results in 2 live final stage attempts. That was amazing. And Yuji's pipe slider fail broke my heart. Oh my gosh. Sasuke 37 made me laugh. It made me scream at literally 4 a.m. It made me nearly cry. I was so happy. It had shock fails, it had big moments, it had heartbreaking moments, it had it all in the most unorthodox way possible. And I love Sasuke 37 for the mess that it is. Sasuke 38, I'm going to say, is cool. However, this was like one of the more bland Kanzen tournaments and one of the more bland tournaments in general. Yuji Kanzening was absolutely awesome. I love seeing the dominance and I enjoyed it. I loved seeing stage 2 with the rolling log finally working and seeing that lead to the timeouts of like Hyoki and Yuji. It was much needed because honestly, I was getting tired of just the same stuff happening on stage 3. Because for the last few tournaments, the same things had happened on stage 3, and Yusuke was the only one carrying results. And so to see some variety happen was very nice because I was just very much getting bored with what we were getting on stage 3, minus a couple of moments. Sasuke 39, canceled. Sasuke 39 felt like it just basically tried to take different things from 35, 36, 37, and 38 and put it all in one tournament, and none of it worked. For one, this is a renewal. It was a bad renewal because nothing changed. You added one worked wall and a janky reverse grab, swing edge. It's not that good. The rain souring yet another tournament wasn't that fun, it wasn't that entertaining, and it wasn't that shocking at this rate. That was one of those things that worked once in Sasuke 37 and didn't work again. And again, Sasuke 37 worked because we had other good moments to make up for those shock fails or for those disappointments. Sasuke 39 did not have that. You cannot argue with me on that. I will refuse to believe that. Also, digesting the golden competitor and last man standing, Tatsuya Tada, only to show his stage 3 run where he makes it to the vertical limit and no one else did. Why? Yeah, this was not a good tournament. It was... I can't even say it was mediocre. I was just bored. And it's just unfortunate because I know that this is pretty much going to be how Sasuke 40 is going to be. They're probably not changing the obstacles. They're probably not going to do anything amazing for it. It's probably going to be filmed in winter again, so it's probably going to rain, and the same thing's going to happen. And I'm just going to be disappointed the whole time. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for 40 because 39 just set the bar really low. So those are my thoughts on Sasuke 31 to 39 and a little bit of insight on what I'm thinking about Sasuke 40. Comment below if you agree or disagree, and as always, if you guys want to talk about it, join my Discord server linked in the description, and we can have a more in-depth conversation. This has been the Cool or Cancelled Sasuke Tournament Marathon. Until next time, I'm Kane, not Kasugi.